looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Tracy. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Giants had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're blocked. Oh. Get on. Get on.
From the gun, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do.
Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense does exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Ready, set.
Looking to throw, Young. And he's got a touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Giants. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford it.
And he spins past him and into space. He's on his way. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Well, they're going to...
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 37.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
DC, let's go, let's go.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Alpha, sit on. What a shot.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard
To
line.
throw is Jackson. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Able to avoid him. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Jackson going to keep it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Down. 52 blue. Ready.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on, set. 33.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Set.
Now Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, shot.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 17 yards and a giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors with an amazing diving catch. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Red, 38. Hut.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Young to throw it. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Pass taken in. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go until halftime, so they can try to put something together if they win. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one taken in by Neighbors. Well, the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. easy return there all the way across the 40.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first? And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. And Xavier Legette, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. No problem there on the extra point. And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half.
Now he's loose again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 81 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Patterson back out there to send this one away. The 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. 50, green.
In motion goes the tight end. It's Young off play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll fake the jet sweep. And now it's Jackson off play action. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
But here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. A throw out right, going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go. 62 points. Black Ulster.
Now Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the receiver in motion left. Young now. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense has to. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here now, 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 26 yards. And the Giants get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Pushing his way through. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Oh, as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action now. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Horn now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would really probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Now here's Young. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. "36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Right back to Tracy.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 8.
Hey, Ozzy! Hey, Alpha!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Trace, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Ready?
On play action, Young. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it across for a
catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Here we go.
Young's going to throw for this. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given them that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
23 yards, the final tally.
Giants, first down.
Hey, middle. Hey.
First and 10.
Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And the Giants, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now it's Tracy. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Panthers 41.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
His throw incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Young. Throw inside complete. That's Hubbard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
It's 4th down.
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. Javon Dexter busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Young to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! A great play there. 41 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Giants 66, Panthers 48.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Giants first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Tracy going to get it on first down. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Finish it up!
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming.